Good to see you guys this morning. All right, life change tips from someone who's been there. But first things first, go ahead and hit that subscribe bell on YouTube. Go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and like it. And go ahead and push that share button and share it into your social media. Tag my name in it. And every week we draw a winner. And I let my kiddo pick the prize. So you know it's going to be a good one. All right. Life change tips from someone who's been there. Raise your hand if you've ever seen the movie Wizard of Oz. Raise my hand. All right, so it's a story about a girl named Dorothy and her little dog Toto, and she gets taken away in a tornado and ends up in this land of Oz. Then little follows the yellow brick road, and along the way meets a cowardly lion, a tin man, and a scarecrow, and they all need some emotion to complete themselves. Well, not even emotion, like one needs a brain, one needs a heart, and one needs courage. That they go on the journey to this place called Oz, where they're going to go see the Wizard of Oz. And I'm not going to, I mean, I'm going to spoil it, but it's not spoiling. So they finally get there. They see that they have this big booming voice of Oz, of the Wizard of Oz. Big, loud voice. Think Cindy just on a regular day. Loud voice of Oz. And then they get there and they're looking around and they pull back the curtain and find that it's this wee little man speaking into like a microphone from the 1920s to make his big booming voice. So they thought this was the all powerful Wizard of Oz, and it ended up being a teeny, teeny little guy being loud. So I tell you that story because I've spent most of my life in the last several years pulling back the curtain to find the little man hiding behind the thing that you thought it was this big booming thing that had your best interest at heart, but it was some little man of Oz pretending to be a big thing. So I say that because I came across a quote the other day that I was like, if you step out of one system, you start seeing that there's other systems that you need to step out of. And I call them pulling the curtain back and finding out like the truth about what you thought. So when I was trying to have a baby and I was finding out that the system was really messed up, the medical system, I was like, these people are here to help me. And they ended up being a big hindrance to me. When I stepped back, when I pulled the curtain back and stepped out and be like, oh, it was just a wee little man behind this curtain telling me that this system was going to help me, which it didn't. I went out and ended up on my own journey, finding my own answers to things. And the statement that I just read is true. When you look at one system, you pull back the curtain and see that it was not what you thought it was, then you go look at the next one. So then I pulled back the school system one and be like, here's another broken system that I need to exit my family out of because this one is not serving us. Then you look into your personal hygiene products. Oh, engine degreaser is in my shampoo. I think that's another system that I need to exit because my hair is not as greasy it could be after 3 days of not washing. Is not an engine, nor does it have engine grease on it. Then you go to the food. My food has lawn fertilizer in it. I don't really eat my lawn out front, and I don't usually engulf lots of fertilizer. Maybe this is another system I need to back myself away from. So, my life tip for this is once you start pulling back the curtains on Oz, you actually become Dorothy on your journey. But you don't need to be going to the Great Wizard of Oz. You need to be going to your exploration of finding out what is going to be the best for you and what's the best for your kiddos in your family and what's the best for your four-legged family members and everybody in your family by pulling back the curtain and being like, oh, this is what I thought it was, but it was just a scared little man on a loudspeaker behind you. They didn't really have my best interest. You know who's going to have 100% of your best interest in your life? You. You know who's going to have the 100% best interest in your kid's life? You. No one else will do that for you. You can have a great bunch of friends that you'll find like-minded people that will help you with your best interest, but really it is you. I don't think it was a mistake that I was born in the state of Missouri. I actually was born in the same town as Harry S. Truman, and his slogan during presidency was "The buck stops here." That needs to be your slogan too. The buck stops with me, Mama. The buck stops here. Like, we're pulling back the curtain and we're exiting ourselves from systems that don't serve us. So I have a Moms in the Middle group. It's a whole bunch of mamas in there that have been like, I looked behind this curtain and didn't like what I see, and I looked behind this curtain and didn't see what I see, and I got out and got on my own yellow brick road to find the truth about what is best for me and my family. So pop into that group. The link is in the description of this video, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Love you all.